Hi, my name is Adam Short, President and CEO of Niche Profit Classroom. Let's not mince words. The internet marketing niche is out of control. Websites claiming you can make $274,396 a month by downloading a piece of software and pushing a few buttons. Videos promising loopholes that tap you into secret underground markets that are bigger than Google, Facebook, and Yahoo combined, with 6 clicks of your mouse. Stupid stories about Russian programmers hacking into NASA and siphoning traffic to your affiliate offers. Wow. Seeing our industry polluted with these kinds of lies and shameless hype makes me fighting mad. And the so-called gurus and affiliate hangers-on who congregate in their little cliques selling this kind of low-quality information and software don't like me at all. They can't stand my brutal honesty about what it really takes to succeed on the internet. They despise my outspoken opposition to the rampant lies and misrepresentation that takes place in this business. Above all, they loathe my annoying habit of exposing their deep bag of underhanded tricks designed to hoodwink honest, hardworking people like you. And now, with the bold declaration I'm about to reveal in this video, some of them are likely to break out in hives. Why? Because I'm vowing to do my level best to take them down one by one. And I won't stop until the last push-button make-money liar packs up their medicine show and slinks out of town. How do I plan to do it? Simple. I'm going to do 4 things no huckster would ever dream of doing. First, I'm going to clear away the smoke and mirrors and take you behind the iron curtain of deception that's keeping you from realizing your dreams of internet wealth. Second, I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to make real money with Niche Profit Classroom right here in this video. I'll show you what this business is all about, how it works, and why it works. Third, I'm going to give you not 1, but 2 complete, proven profitable online niche businesses you can have up and running in mere days. Absolutely free. So you can start earning real money online within a few short weeks. Each of these niche businesses includes a fully designed and functional website that's optimized to attract free traffic from the search engines, a professionally written ebook, a high-converting sales letter, all of the keyword and market research done for you, and a 21-day quick start traffic blueprint. Everything you need to begin making sales online and generating cash. If you were to go out and hire a team of professionals to build these niche businesses on your own, they'd cost you no less than $2,900 a piece. Not to mention a huge learning curve. I'm going to give you 2 of these turnkey moneymakers totally done, totally free. To maintain the value of this incredible offer, only so many of these niche businesses will be given out. If you get in now, you'll have first mover advantage. So naturally, speed is of the essence here. When we have enough doers actively penetrating these 2 niches, this offer will be withdrawn and you'll be locked out until we run the promotion again with 2 fresh niches. I'm not sure when. And fourth, I'm going to give you complete unrestricted access to my full suite of software automation tools and world-class training for 14 days, for just $1. So you'll know exactly how to put these niche businesses in motion, how to brand and customize them as your own, and how to create as many more of them as you please. Are you ready for the blunt truth about making money online that nobody seems to have the guts or integrity to tell you? There is no magic software, no money button, no pixie dust, no tooth fairy, none of them exist. If you think you can get rich with no self-discipline, self-belief, or willingness to learn, work, and persevere, you're in the wrong place. Do yourself a big favor and stop watching this. Online business just isn't for you. On the other hand, if you're serious about creating a thriving, automated online business, a real business that produces thousands of dollars each month, and that continues to pump out cash reliably for years to come, if you'd like to finally quit that soul-destroying job of yours so you can be there for your family and your loved ones, while quickly annihilating any debts you may have and relieving yourself of financial stress, then you owe it to yourself to join me in this fight by downloading your 2 niche businesses. I'll show you how to do that in a few moments. But first, I'd like to share my story and give you some important background on this truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Last year, I brought in over $3 million in sales from this cozy little home office in my luxury apartment here in Las Vegas. I've managed to salt away over $1 million in cash and liquid investments. Do you have any idea what it feels like to have that kind of financial freedom and security? Whenever I want, I'm able to reward myself by traveling somewhere exotic to unwind and relax. And I recently bought my mom a brand new home here in Las Vegas, free and clear, complete with a pool, hot tub, and other luxuries she could never afford. But just 4 short years ago, I was over $40,000 in debt, staying in a dingy lime green room in my aunt's tiny clapboard bungalow, driving a rusted-out 1991 Ford Explorer. My story, and the stories of many Niche Profit Classroom students, are living proof that somewhere in the haystack of hyped-up internet marketing and lies, there are a few needles of truth. And when you can find these truths and apply them, you have the power to break free from money worries, blood-sucking employers, and unfulfilling work that makes other people rich, but never you. You can send your kids to the finest colleges and universities. You can give generously to your favorite causes. And you can finally start living the charmed lifestyle you and your family deserve. My own personal journey started when I left college. You know, the American dream. Get a good job at a great company, work hard, climb the corporate ladder. Well, that was me. I was bright, had top grades, and landed a position as a marketing analyst at a company called Overture. At the time, one of the largest search engine companies in the world. You know why they call it the American dream, right? It's because you have to be asleep to believe it. Each day I'd battle rush hour traffic from Los Angeles to Pasadena, 2 hours there and 2 hours back. The work was boring and the environment tense. If you're watching this, it's a pretty safe bet your heart sinks when you think about getting up on Monday mornings and heading off to work after a blessed weekend enjoying your family. So all of the unpleasant details you're likely imagining about this little scenario are probably pretty accurate. Arrogant, self-serving bosses, petty office politics, just enough pay to keep you just above broke. You get the idea. Anyway, my job was to run revenue reports on pay-per-click advertising accounts. And I was stunned, gobsmacked is probably a better word, by the size of the bills that some people were running up, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Imagine yourself in such a position. All I had to do was run a trend report, and it was like literally having a heat map that pointed you to where the big money was being made. Now, how long would it be before you'd be planning your escape? I started learning everything I could about online marketing to try and cash in on the same markets where I saw these pros making a killing. Can you see yourself spending 65% of your paycheck on internet marketing home study courses and software? Sounds nuts, right? Well, I spent over $24,000 on these products in just a few months and stayed up into the wee hours of the morning each night studying them and trying to put them to work. During this time, I fell for every guru trap in the book. Collectively, they nearly devastated me. It wasn't until later, when I became involved in the e-business niche myself, that I discovered how ruthless many of the players in this industry really are, and how far they're willing to go to rip off the consumer. Some of the most devious of them are even using covert hypnosis and highly destructive NLP mind hacks on their websites to swindle you. And every day these routines get slicker and more difficult to defend against. They even have nicknames for them, like the Scrambler. When you're under the influence of the Scrambler, your reasoning mind tends to shut down, and you're much more likely to accept ridiculous, pie-in-the-sky product claims. In this weakened mental state, seeing becomes believing. If you've ever been on a web page plastered with dozens of screenshots of ClickBank earnings, or images of checks showing affiliate or AdSense earnings, maybe even real-time traffic and earnings feeds from actual users of so-called traffic-getting software, then you may have already been exposed to the Scrambler. It's like a Vegas magic show run amok. The ClickBank earnings screenshots and images of checks are most likely doctored with Photoshop, or if it's actual video footage, what you're looking at has nothing whatsoever to do with the tactic, software, or strategy for sale on the web page. And the real-time traffic and earnings feeds? Just a clever mirage, thanks to a little software script that cycles through a list of bogus names and numbers. Then there's what they call the self-esteem destroyer. Yeah, the self-esteem destroyer. Isn't that a beaut? This petty routine works to actually destroy your self-confidence as an entrepreneur. When you're under its spell, you believe the only thing you can do to make money is cheat. This usually means exploiting some loophole that supposedly allows you to game the search engines or pay-per-click networks. Of course, the only one getting gamed is you. The vast majority of these loopholes are pure fiction, and the few that are real are as temporary as an ice cube on the sidewalk on the 4th of July. And then there's what's known as The void. Realize this. The guru's ultimate goal is to turn you into a weak and dependent lost lamb. One of the best ways to do that is to make you feel inadequate, like there's a gaping void in your life that needs filling. That's why the sales pages are covered with images of the guru living the high life. One minute he's gunning the accelerator behind the wheel of a fire engine red Ferrari. The next minute he's piloting a 40-foot yacht. The next he's cavorting in a pool of crystal champagne with models and movie stars. When you feel envious, like your own financial situation leaves so much to be desired in comparison, you're much easier to con. Now, there are more routines, of course. The best scams combine several of them into a potent cocktail of deception, complete with phone calls from high-pressure boiler rooms determined to bleed you for every last drop of available credit. So there I was with over $24,000 worth of useless ebooks and software on my hard drive. Let me take that back. Some of the ebooks did actually throw you a bone or two of useful information, even if it was buried in subterfuge and riddled with holes that I had to try and figure out for myself. I was like a detective trying to sift through a mountain of rubbish looking for clues. Nonetheless, through sheer bull-headed determination on my part, the puzzle pieces gradually began coming together. I started putting up little websites and making money with Google AdSense and affiliate marketing. You may have tried these things and failed, but here's the crazy part. Within 8 months, despite wasting my time and money repeatedly on guru shell games that led nowhere, I'm making more money with my little websites than they're paying me at Overture. About that time, the company was sold to Yahoo, and 2 weeks later, I quit. I mean, wouldn't you? Big mistake. Within a few months, the great Google slap hits. People stopped coming to my websites, and my income craters. It was the self-esteem destroyer in action. Without access to the Yahoo revenue reports, I'm flying blind. And without that insider information, the system I cobbled together on bad advice becomes practically useless. I had been building on sand. The guru beatings continue. I start living on credit cards, borrowing from Uncle MasterCard to pay Aunt Visa. You're probably wondering why I didn't just get myself another job. Maybe I should have. But the thought of eating crow in front of my friends and going back to the corporate grind seemed unbearable. You know, there's a point when you start getting addicted to this stuff. You taste a little success, you experience the thrill of seeing money coming in that you created entirely on your own, no strings attached, nobody to answer to. And you realize that for the first time in your life, you may just be on the verge of realizing the kind of freedom that most people can only dream about. And that's what I'd always wanted, more than anything else in life, to be free, to call my own shots. You wouldn't be reading this if you didn't feel the same way. So I forge on, trying to keep my head above water, desperately experimenting with different things. I buy courses and software I can't afford. I sit at the computer from dusk until dawn, studying, implementing, tweaking, and testing. And I'm scraping a few nickels. See, the really sad thing about all of these make money online scams is that you can make a few bucks here and there. That's what suckers you in. But it's never ever anything close to what the hype artists claim in their sales videos. Certainly wasn't enough to keep me from sinking deeper and deeper into debt. Not that it mattered. I keep buying the stuff. I became a card-carrying, get-rich-quick scheme junkie. The very last person in the world I wanted to be. Within 6 short months of quitting my job, I'd racked up, get this, over $40,000 in debt. I was chasing wild geese down blind alleys and the red ink was overflowing like the Nile. I was a wild-eyed wreck, barely sleeping, rarely shaving, living on a steady diet of Kraft Dinner and ramen noodles. Finally, I decided to call a timeout and head north to my hometown of Seattle. I flopped with some high school friends and cleaned myself up. A few days later, I land a job at Expedia. It's a living hell. Can't be more than a week before I'm pulling all-nighters again. But this time it's different. You dip yourself in acid as long as I had, and you start getting hip to the guru tricks. I stopped looking for magic bullets and cut back on my spending. I got very serious with myself and began painstakingly looking at everything I'd done online over the past year, examining the keywords I was targeting, comparing search volume, competition, and a variety of other factors. You do this and you come to realize that there are patterns to things. The handful of affiliate programs where I was making any money at all had things in common. One, you could target them with keywords that people used when they were actually looking to buy something. We call these money words in Niche Profit Classroom. 2, these keywords have relatively high search volume, so you know they have enough horsepower to take you quickly to the money. And 3, there are relatively few websites coming up in the search engines offering relevant products against these terms. The competition is minimal. And I reasoned that if I could find 15 or 20 opportunities that fit this pattern, I could start turning things around. Heck, 30 or 40 of them, and I could buy a new car, pay off my debts, even escape my cubicle at Expedia. I didn't sleep a wink that night and called in sick the following morning. I started calling in sick a lot because some of my new sites began pulling in cash. I was doing classic niche marketing, finding little profit holes in the grid the big boys couldn't be bothered with. 200 a month here, 300 a month there. The profits were predictable, passive, and reliable, but they were small. And as you can probably imagine, it was a lot of work doing the keyword research, building the sites, creating the content, finding the hottest products to sell, getting all of the backlinks I needed to generate traffic, and everything else. It was slow going, like trudging through quicksand. But picture yourself in my position. For the first time in a long while, you feel you're moving forward. Gradually, your sites are building traffic. Your portfolio is expanding. Your earnings are growing. I was making over $1,800 a month, easily enough to cover the hosting fees, membership site dues, pay-per-click charges, and other expenses. And then the hammer fell. I called in to work sick one too many times, and about 10 minutes later I got a call from the Human Resources Department at Expedia. Short, you're fired. Don't bother coming back. That same week I had a horrible breakup with my girlfriend of 7 years, and I remember thinking to myself, Adam, your life had been so full of promise. Where are you really going with all this? I desperately wanted to believe, but I was losing faith. The only thing I had left was this fantasy that one day I'd strike it rich. The reality was, the rent was overdue, collectors were calling, and I was quickly running out of options. So I made arrangements to crash at my mom's place for a few weeks. Have you ever let someone down that you love dearly? Not necessarily your mom or dad, maybe a son or daughter who depends on you, or wished you could do something special for that person? Perhaps help them through college or out of a jam of some kind? And were you helpless to do so? It's a little personal and difficult for me to say this, but that's exactly how I felt about my mom. She'd retired a few years earlier from Northwest Airlines with a nice pension, 27 years of service. But about that time, executives there wiped her pension right out. Overnight, gone. It was front page news. Thousands of former Northwest employees who relied on the pensions they had been promised were betrayed, tossed out on the street like yesterday's garbage. So the whole family, my mom, my younger sister, and me, we ended up sleeping on cots in a relative's basement. As a kid, I'd watched my mom work her fingers to the bone trying to give my sister and me a decent life. We were always under financial pressure, and it took a big toll on her. Heck, part of the reason I was biting down so hard on the damn dream was because I'd made a vow as a teenager to make enough money to look after her one day. So coming home to this kind of financial crisis was probably the most dispiriting moment of my entire life. You might think that would be enough to break my spirit and make me want to be a good employee. It wasn't. If anything, it made me more determined than ever. I soldiered on. The relatives are giving me funny looks, wondering why I don't work. Everywhere I go reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. A few months later, I can't stand it anymore and moved to Tucson to stay with my Aunt Jody. Her house is tiny. My room is a lime green box at the back of the house. And life just keeps getting worse. I'm driving a dilapidated 1991 Ford Explorer, fenders wagging in the wind, the ultimate chick magnet. I don't ask any girls out on a date anyway, no confidence. I just stay at home click-clacking away on the keyboard, hoping for a miracle. Other people are making money online. Why not me? Why can't somebody just show me the way? Around this time, I get a phone call from a guy who says he works for a guru I just bought some software from a week earlier. He asks me a few questions and suggests that I might qualify for their elite coaching program. I just managed to secure a new credit card with a $2,500 limit, just enough to enroll in their program. Have you ever noticed how fate seems to come to your aid when you need it most? So we arrange a call with the district manager to see if I've got the stuff. By the time I get on the phone with the two of them, I'm so darn confused and frustrated that personal coaching sounds like just what I need. So I go for it. Hands-on help and advice. About as useful as an appendix. They drain my credit card, and the next thing you know, I'm dealing with some flunky who seemed to have earned her online marketing diploma from the inside of a cereal box. She keeps telling me to do things I've already tried and that I know are totally wrong and can never work. I hang up the phone, lay my arms down on the desk. My head flops. Then abruptly, in a blind rage and with all of my strength, I sweep the computer and monitor off the desk and clear across the room. They crash onto the floor. That's it. I'm through. I actually felt better for my surrender. or as I preferred to call it, my return to sanity. It was as if a great weight had been lifted from my shoulders. In the meantime, my mom has moved into a retirement residence in Sun City, California. I make arrangements to drive down there and visit her for a week. It's about 7 a.m. in the morning when I arrive in Sun City. The Explorer's motor starts ticking louder than usual, and the engine light comes on as I pull into the driveway. My mom greets me at the door with her big brown eyes and compassionate smile. The smell of bacon and eggs fills the air. I sit down at the table in the tiny dinette, and she pours me a cup of coffee and serves breakfast. I begin telling her of my troubles and my decision, and I expect her to be relieved and supportive. I'm looking for sympathy, but as her face scans me, all I can sense is disappointment. Later that evening, she sits down behind a small second-hand loom and starts working on one of the brightly colored quilts she's been selling each week at the swap meets. After a time, she says, "No doubt I'm wrong and you're right, son." She seems to look right down to the bottom of me as she continues. "All my life I've spent caring for people. You and your sister, the passengers on the airline, the doctors I transcribed for on my days off to make ends meet when you were a boy. I've done these things all my days, and I've never been paid a lot of money. It's been often hard and painful. But wealth or no wealth, pain or no pain," and I can still see her adjusting the machine to begin stitching the next row, "I cannot help but do what I was put on this earth to do." Well, I understood. Gradually I began having second thoughts about quitting. And on the third night there, I logged into my various accounts and realized I'd earned $853 in the 4 days since leaving Tucson. Now this wasn't typical, but I hadn't lifted a finger to earn that money. And for some reason I went from feeling like a failure to feeling proud of myself and very grateful for having money coming in. It wasn't much, but it was almost completely passive income. It was a base that I could build on if I could just figure out how to automate and streamline the creation of more sites. You just can't get an idea that powerful out of your head. Do something once, get paid over and over. I drove my old Explorer to the corner Firestone and dropped $1,800 on a new timing belt. While I was watching them work, I got to thinking, what might it cost to build an Explorer from scratch this way? You might laugh, but I actually sat down with a calculator and began trying to figure this out. What do you figure, maybe $500,000? That's when it hit me. This was exactly the way I had been trying to build my online business. No wonder I was failing. Oh sure, I have tools, I thought to myself. So does the repair shop. But what I need is an assembly line for mass-producing money-making websites. Just the way Ford has an assembly line for mass-producing Ford Explorers. I get this crazy idea for a piece of software. At long last, I knew in my bones I had grasped the incredible secret that was out there waiting for me to discover all those months. It wasn't about loopholes. It wasn't about getting in on the ground floor of some new marketing revolution. It was about basic nuts and bolts principles and processes. It was about providing value for value and automating every single aspect of bringing that value to the consumer. I find a coder in India, and within a few weeks I'm ready to test my new software and my crude assembly line idea on 8 new niche sites. I'm able to launch all 8 sites in under a week. 10 days later, it starts. 2 of the sites sprout traffic. Just a few visitors at first. The following morning, 4 more sites break through. The next day, all 8 sites have genuine, honest-to-goodness humans visiting them and clicking my affiliate links. I make 3 sales for $85 in commissions. The following day, 4 sales came in for $79 in commission. The day after that, 7 sales. I made $114 in affiliate commission. 8 sites straight to the money in just 3.5 weeks. It was a major breakthrough, and just as I knew they would, they kept on producing. Every day since, in fact, for 3.5 years, like clockwork, those same sites have been averaging around $100 a day in pure profit. I've nearly forgotten about them, and they're still making me money. Do you know what I did next? Yeah, I made a detailed diagram of every single step required to find a profitable niche and build a site capable of milking it for every available dollar. I analyzed every single procedure, counted every single mouse click, and slashed every redundant action out of the process. Then I worked on getting additional software programs created to take myself out of the loop. A few weeks later, I was ready to put my second-generation assembly line to the test, and the results were astonishing. I halved my production time again. Over the next 3 months, I put my little assembly line to work and built over 100 profitable sites in weird little niches like these. science projects, discus fish care, organic gardening, chandeliers, aquarium LED lighting, humidifiers, gas range reviews, speaker wire, outdoor furniture plans, dwarf hamsters, plant care, saline aquariums. I bet you never thought you could make money with such things. You can. There are tens of thousands of profitable little niches like this out there waiting to be mined. The even crazier thing is you can penetrate them entirely with free traffic. In month 4, my income erupted to over $30,000. And the cash just kept surging faster like a busted water main. How long would it take to kick your financial demons to the curb with $30,000? $50,000, $100,000, and more coming in every month. Seriously, what would you do with that kind of steady cash flooding into your bank account? Maybe a ranch in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains? A villa on the Mediterranean coast? Or a cottage in the Caribbean? How about a few toys to play with along the way? Cars, yachts, exotic vacations. The thrill of spoiling your family with lavish gifts. Within 2 months, I'd cleared away every single debt. I bought myself a brand new Audi Turbo. I started dating again. And it didn't stop there. Not even close. I'd barely scratched the surface of what was possible. I started studying the world's top industrial automation geniuses. W. Edwards Deming and Henry Ford, to name a few. And I began applying the world's most sophisticated production processes to building money-making websites. Before long, my assembly line had produced more than 300 profitable sites. The majority of them began pulling in between $250 and $1,000 a month. Some a little less, some substantially more. These are simple little sites that are quick and easy to build with the tools I'm giving you. I built a hugely profitable 7-figure empire that allowed me to begin enjoying life again, respecting myself, taking time off, eating well, piling up cash and investments, and traveling the world in style. But the biggest thrill of all was being able to buy my mom a luxurious home in Las Vegas. She'll never have to worry about money ever again, thanks to the power of niche marketing and the automation processes I developed. Eventually, I started helping others to use them too, and in December of 2008, Niche Profit Classroom was born. I made it my mission to help people like you by sharing my hard-won secrets, systems, and software, so you never have to go through what I did. I created Niche Profit Classroom and these 2 free turnkey niche businesses to help you turn the tables on the web wolves and build a better life. Just look at what you're getting for free with this unbelievable offer. I'm handing you not 1, but 2 turnkey niche businesses, proven moneymakers. You're getting all of the painstaking market research done for you in 2 guaranteed lucrative niches. My team and I have prepared a concise market profile and game plan for quickly extracting maximum profits in 2 virtually untouched niche markets. A $394 value, yours free. You're getting keyword lists stuffed to overflowing with the most profitable money words in these niches. We've sifted through thousands of keywords and rejected all but the most profitable, so you can begin attracting cash-in-hand buyers as quickly as possible. A $194 value, free. You're getting 2 professionally authored 75-page ebooks. We've thoroughly researched these 2 powerful niches to pinpoint the specific information people are willing to pay for, and expertly compiled and formatted that information into high-value ebooks, complete with eye-catching, professionally produced graphics. A $1,994 value, free. Sell these ebooks and keep 100% of the profits, or share the profits with affiliates and begin building your very own info publishing empire. Either way, you can customize them in any way you please, even put your name on them as the author. You're getting top-quality search engine optimized content for your websites. 6 professionally researched and written articles for each business. Not those stupid articles written in broken English designed to trick the search engines. Real, valuable information people want to know. A $594 value, free. When people type your money words into the search engines, these articles appear near the top of the listings. Potential buyers click through to your websites, they read these articles, and they're automatically pre-sold on ordering your ebooks. You're getting a 21-day traffic generation blueprint. We're guiding you day by day through the exact steps required to quickly and easily build your free traffic channels. A $194 value, free. In about 3 weeks' time, these channels will begin effortlessly funneling new buyers to your websites 24/7 and making you money. And they'll keep making you money for years to come. You're getting professionally written sales pages for your ebooks, including visually stunning header graphics and ebook covers. Your website visitors will be given clear and compelling reasons to buy, and it's all done for you. You're even getting a professionally written series of email follow-up messages that automatically go out to people who come to your sites but don't buy on the first visit. An additional $594 value, yours free. As you can see from this breakdown, if you were to try and hire qualified e-marketing professionals, writers, and graphic artists to create these turnkey niche businesses from scratch, it would cost you over $2,900 apiece. More than $5,800 for the two of them. I want you to have them totally free with a 14-day trial membership in Niche Profit Classroom. These profitable niche businesses are yours to keep and make as much money with as you like, regardless of whether you remain a Niche Profit Classroom member or not. No strings are attached. They're yours, free and clear, forever. And as I mentioned before, I'm not going to flood these niches. We'll reach a reasonable level of penetration, and that's it. Best part? Your Niche Profit Classroom trial membership is just $1. You'll have free run of NPC. All of the valuable training and automation software is at your disposal. Your membership includes everything you need to launch your 2 free niche businesses. All of the tools to start making money quickly are there. And if you like the progress you're making with Niche Profit Classroom at the end of your 14-day trial, and I'm sure you will, do nothing. You'll be automatically accepted as a full-fledged member. Your low monthly membership dues of just $67 will be billed conveniently to your credit card. And you can build as many more money-making sites as you want. If you don't like NPC for any reason, cancel your account at any time. If it's within the trial period, owe nothing. Here's a quick peek at what's included. You're getting step-by-step look-over-my-shoulder video-based training. Let me take you by the hand and guide you through the rapid creation of profitable niche businesses using our advanced suite of software tools. In these videos, I go way beyond showing you how to launch your 2 free niche businesses. I'm teaching you everything you need to know about using my assembly line technique to make as much money as you could ever want, with AdSense, affiliate marketing, and as a publisher of your own stable of lucrative information products. You're getting VIP access to my full suite of software automation tools. Forget about the bogus one-click wonder software being flogged online these days. I'm offering you a whole suite of highly developed automation tools that have been tightly integrated into a full-blown niche profit assembly line. You're getting Niche Profit Press, our easy-to-use template-driven website builder. There are hundreds of little tricks to creating an attractive, sales-generating website that rises quickly to the top of the search engines, and every single one of them is built right into this software. No technical skills required. Just fill in a few fields, copy and paste your content, and the software takes care of the rest. Your website is automatically uploaded to our Niche Profit Premier web hosting service, also included. You're saving hundreds of hours and hundreds of dollars a year in hosting fees. You're getting the Market Profiler, our push-button easy software for quickly zeroing in on the most profitable niches. No guesswork, no risk. Just input a few fields and the Market Profiler instantly ranks a given niche as poor, fair, good, or excellent, based on the very same factors that have allowed me to pull down a fortune in over 300 profitable niches. You're getting our MoneyWord Matrix keyword tool. This amazing software allows you to pinpoint profitable keywords with sharpshooter accuracy. No more wasted time fooling around with keywords that don't bring you sales. This takes you straight to the money. I'm even giving you software tools for creating effective sales letters and newsletters. You're getting the exact same proven templates that I use. Just fill in your details and you're ready to go. My entire Niche Business Factory floor is at your disposal. And it doesn't stop there. You're getting ongoing coaching and support. I don't ever want you wandering aimlessly in the wilderness of online marketing like a sitting duck for the next guru to rip off. So every week we hold live Q&A via teleseminar where you can ask anything you want about making money online. And every other week we hold mastermind sessions via webinar. You'll share my screen and learn exciting emerging profit strategies for taking your business to the next level. You'll never have a question that doesn't get answered. And you'll never get stuck building your websites or any other facet of your niche profit business. There's even a busy members-only forum where you can meet new friends and business associates. Think of Niche Profit Classroom as a movement, a long overdue rebellion against the tyranny that's been taking place online for far too long. I want you to be part of it. It's payback time. Right now, they're sipping Mai Tais by the pool somewhere, living the high life at your expense, gloating about how clever they are. They think you're too green and naive to grasp the true power of what I'm offering you here. Isn't it time we prove them wrong? They need you to be weak, desperate, and hungry because think about it. If you start making money with what I'm giving you here, they'll never be able to scam you ever again. Then they'll be the ones groping around lost in a dark forest of depression, debt, and anxiety. Are you getting the picture? Your success in spite of these thugs is the sweetest revenge of all. You have a choice. You can continue getting stepped on and your dreams of a better life ground to a pulp, or you can fight back by joining the thousands of other Niche Profit Classroom students already living your dream life. Instead of working for the man and getting beaten down day in and day out by that lard-headed boss of yours, you can be the man or woman working as much or as little as you like on projects that please and enrich you. Instead of living in fear that your job is going to be declared redundant in this brutal economy, and worrying yourself sick about your exploding debts and nosediving net worth, you can be confidently taking total control of your finances once and for all. Instead of feeling like you're spinning your wheels in your honest attempts to give your family a better life, you can feel important, worthy, and admired as an ultra-successful breadwinner and provider, a hero in your own home. This should be the easiest decision you've made in years. You've seen how I've made the grim sacrifices and taken the lumps for you, and the very personal reason I'm making this seemingly insane offer available to you. Believe me, it wasn't easy for me to bare my soul the way I've done here. You've seen exactly how this business works, why it works, and exactly what you're getting when you join my crusade by taking your place as a valued Niche Profit Classroom insider, not to mention the dozens of member success stories. And I hope you know, in your heart of hearts, that finally you've stumbled upon something real, something workable and enduring, and someone who cares deeply about your success. I take my responsibility as a mentor and a guide very seriously, and I will never abuse your trust. A whole new world of personal and financial freedom awaits you. Click below to start your $1 trial now. And remember, this is a strictly limited opportunity. You can rest assured that if you get on board now and move quickly, you're locking in first mover advantage in these niches. We're monitoring the licenses we're giving out closely, and we will stop this promotion when a certain level of market penetration occurs. So if you want in, don't hesitate. This offer could come down at any moment. Don't kick yourself later for missing out. What if I'm right? What if you really can finally put your money worries behind you with what I'm offering you? Follow your gut. Get started today. Click below to start your $1 trial now.